Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead. The first card out for you is the Heart of the Sky, and it did come out in reverse, but this is what it looks like upright. The Heart of the Sky is the love force that made all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness or to form, or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The Heart of the Sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it into the world of matter. Beautiful. Now this is coming out in reverse, so the Heart of the Sky is coming through as a spirit to give you a message this week. You may feel responsible for everything and everyone. Perhaps you think you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of the cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of duty and recognize that this is a false prison of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in this instant. Wow. Wow. Okay. Next card out is abundance. I'm seeing like a return of abundance towards you. It feels like you're breaking a huge karmic cycle, a huge karmic chain that's kept you in this people-pleasing mode or constantly focusing, prioritizing other people around you, prioritizing love, prioritizing all of that. And I feel like that is what you're releasing at this time. You've been feeling this shift taking place probably for the past 2 months, but this week, especially around the 20th, you're gonna feel this shift permanently, where it's now like you're in the front seat. You're the one driving this car called life, and you're truly putting yourself first, not in like a selfish way that harms others, but just in a way that is full of self-love and no longer harmful for you. It says, "Divine beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance." Guys, this is going to be a major, major, major week for you. If you're watching this at the time that I'm posting, this week is intended for January 15th to the 21st, but I always set these readings now for whenever you find them and most need them. However, on this particular week, on January 20th, we are going to see a massive shift where Pluto goes into Capricorn, and this will heavily influence all the cardinal signs, including you. And this is the end of 15 years of negative karmic cycles, of just putting so much energy, time, and attention into other people, into your projects, and not seeing them pay off. That's what's changing. It's going to start paying off because you're prioritizing yourself, putting yourself first. It creates more abundance into your life. There's always abundance in your life. You were just blind to it before, and now you're recognizing how to tap into that abundance at any given time. You know, there's so many ideas in your head. There's so many things you want to do, people to talk to, things to clean, things to do. That is the abundance. That's where abundance lies. And when you focus on that, as opposed to waiting around for someone who's not communicating with you, waiting for someone to give you some sort of sign or change or direction, you know, you're not waiting anymore. That is the difference. That's where the shift takes place. So we're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Heaven and Earth Tarot to further represent this week ahead. First card out is the 5 of Pentacles. This is what you're leaving behind. Exactly. This sense of lack, financial constraint, lack of good image out in the public. Okay, lack of popularity, feeling left out in the cold. Why is everyone around me having amazing life experiences, getting married, their careers taking off, you know, they're having families and buying homes and traveling, and here I am, universe, your biggest devoted person, and you're leaving me out in the cold. This perspective you are letting go of, okay? Because these 2 people who are out in the cold, they can walk into that church and get all the warmth, all the help that they need. Okay, this is the end of material trouble for you. This is the end of feeling like you're being put last place in this universe. And why is that ending? It's because you're no longer approaching life from a perspective of putting your needs last. That's what you were doing before. You were constantly focusing on other people's healing and what they need, what they want, what works for them. You know, if you had an empty schedule for your week and you have goals you want to work on and you have things that need to be cleaned up, things in your personal life to take care of, if someone called you up and were like, "Hey, let's hang out," or "Hey, I need help doing this. Can you help me?" You were always the first to jump at that, putting your needs last, always. always. And that is what's ending, and that is why the universe is no longer putting you last, because the universe is simply a reflection of yourself and your own energies. So there's that. We have judgment. Exactly. Judgment. Your judgment day is here. Your day of reckoning is here, and you are being judged fairly. And this is, first off, I am seeing fame increasing in a lot of Cancerians, popularity increasing in a lot of Cancerians, attracting people who want to give as much as you give because of the shift that's taking place. Okay, if you're in the public eye in any way as an entertainer, an artist, business owner, anything like that, you're being recognized. Even in just your general workplace, you're being recognized for all that you do. So there is a positive judgment being made upon you and all the hard work, all the effort, all the love that you give to others. Like, it is really being cherished and appreciated. Another thing that I'm seeing here, Cancer, and this is completely like different to everything we were just talking about. I am seeing old love being reassessed this week, okay? There may have been an old friend who you haven't talked to in a long time, or like a missed romantic opportunity. Maybe you went on like a few dates with someone, it didn't work out for whatever reason, time went by, and it's kind of shifting back into your energy, your sphere at this time, which is very, very interesting. Feelings may resurface, reconciliation is possible. It doesn't feel like this was a big toxic thing that happened, though. I do want to clarify that. This isn't a huge toxic ending that you had with someone in the past and you're reconciling now. Like, no. This is a situation where an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or someone you used to date but it never really took off or went anywhere, that is what's coming back around. Feelings are present and they are really appreciating you. It feels like people who misjudged you during this old karmic cycle that lasted 15 years. There may have been a lot of people who misjudged you. They're all simultaneously with this transit that's taking place on January 20th, realizing what they missed out on. So this leads me to believe, like, perhaps there's something changing in your personal life that's pretty monumentous, that gets a lot of attention from people. Like, maybe your career is really taking off at this time. Maybe you're just glowing and thriving in general. Maybe you achieve some sort of big accomplishment or goal. Okay, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the energy, okay? And it's nothing that you did. You didn't make a big move or change in life. It's literally just the shift in energy. Is having people reassess you and realize, holy crap, that Cancer, they're a lot more, like, I should be intimidated by them, and I took them for granted earlier. I, didn't recognize what I had when I had it. Like, you are a lot more intelligent, beautiful, wise, old soul energy than I realized. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Someone is saying, thinking to you, multiple people, for a lot of you, all right? Like, they're realizing there's a lot of potential here. I want to promote this person in my life. You're that person. We have the Star. Oh my gosh, exactly, guys. You have a star quality this week, and this is literally the card of manifesting your hopes, your dreams, your wishes into fulfillment. Having the Star and Judgment come out right next to each other in a reading, this is fame. This is popularity. This is the universe and many different people around you recognizing what you bring to the table, recognizing your worth, and saying, wow, I am deeply attracted to that Cancer. They are something else. Like, I want to follow them. I want to work with them. I want to see what they offer. Like, look at everything they're doing in their life, This is you achieving your goals and gaining massive recognition, okay? I would not be surprised if a lot of Cancerians became viral, famous, promoted randomly this week, or old friendships that you may not have talked to in years come back and they want to catch up with you. There is this star element that I feel. It comes out very rarely in readings, but it's just like, imagine if you became famous and it's like suddenly all of these old friends who never catch up with you, all of these people you used to date in the past, they want to come back into your life, back in your rotation. That's what it feels like. And I'm not saying like all of the people that are coming back and reassessing you are bad and it's like, oh, well, you should have took me when you had the chance. There will be people like that where you're like, I forgive you, but no, you're not coming back into my life. There will be people like that. I don't know. It's just the star-like quality. Second row of cards out. Fourth card is the Six of Swords in reverse here. This is what it looks like upright. And it says earned success. I feel like this right underneath the Five of Pentacles, you've been working hard. This success that's happening this week, it's not happening randomly for sure. You've been working really hard towards this for years, I feel, for most of you. Years. You earned this for sure, and then some, okay? And you're gonna continue to work hard. Throughout this, like, chasing your dreams, you've developed quite the work ethic. And I feel like once you do start to take off, it's gonna create a very fast forward momentum for you because of the work ethic that you developed. You're not going to just stop working hard once, you know, life becomes easier and you gain more traction in everything that you're doing, more appreciation in what you're doing. Like, a lot of change is happening here. I am also seeing you may be at a distance, physical distance from certain individuals in your life at this time who you want to be closer with. So there may be talks here of traveling, them coming to you, you coming to them. In the back of your mind, Cancer, I am feeling this idea of like a possible move, and it feels like a very distant idea. It's not even something that you're considering seriously right now, but it's just something in your back of your mind, like, what if I moved? What if I, you know, started a brand new life with someone new, or like something like that is in the back of your mind. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Exactly. This is success, and it says material gain. A lot of you are gaining fame, fortune, recognition in your natural gifts, abilities, and talents. You know, you've worked very hard for what you created here. And, you know, I got a reading from someone the other day who, like, barely reads tarot, but they read very intuitively, and this card came out, and they gave the most, like, beautiful example of what the Nine of Pentacles says. They were looking at the falcon on the card and saying, like, this is your connection to spirit, and you at any point can, like, tune in to spirit guides, ancestors, and your higher self, and gain higher wisdom and ideas for how to move forward. And then whenever you want, you can gently come back down to earth and enjoy the physical nature of reality, such as like food, sex, alcohol, you know, getting money, and you just gracefully can float between these two realms. And I am seeing that in you, Cancer. That's one of the gifts of Cancers, of Cancerian energy, if you have a strong Cancer placement. And, you know, using this gift, using your intuition, your spiritual connection, and working hard, chasing that bread together is creating this success. And you're gonna have money coming through this week, and it's gonna be more than you need, so you'll feel like you can, you know, splurge a little bit and buy things that you want, you know, have some fun money. We have the Two of Wands coming out in reverse as your last card. Yes, I keep coming back to this, like, thought in the back of your mind. It's not super prominent this week. It's literally just a thought at this time of, like, what if I made some big changes? What if I moved? What if I started new in love? And, you know, this may be connected to these older energies coming back around and reconciling, because it's like, well, what if me and this person ended up together? What if this happened? You know, it's very much like thinking about the future from a, like, all the different possibilities perspective. And I don't see you making any big bold decisions on the future this week at all, but it's just a thought in your mind at this time. So that is your reading. Thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.